A shocking revelation attributed to David Beckham has once again shaken the world of football. The names Lionel Messi and the Argentina National Team are back at the center of attention after allegations emerged that a powerful force has been trying to prevent La Albiceleste from dominating the international stage. Is it merely a coincidence, or has something been deliberately hidden from the public all this time? Today, we will examine all the facts, controversies, and statements that have reignited this heated debate. If you believe Argentina deserves fair treatment, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest discussions. Write in the comments, "Justice for Argentina," and share your opinion about the controversy we are about to discuss. Welcome to a truly special and historic video. Today, we will uncover everything that allegedly happened behind the scenes, break the silence surrounding the alleged media, political, and refereeing conspiracies said to have been orchestrated to bring down La Albiceleste and strip away its sacred glory. This is no longer just about fair play on the pitch. It has allegedly become an open battle by powerful figures who, unable to stop Argentina's talent, fighting spirit, and brilliance, have desperately sought to pressure FIFA. On the other hand, David Beckham has finally spoken out firmly, delivering what has been described as an explosive statement to the American media outlet The Athletic, where he reportedly declared, "I cannot stay silent while they destroy football simply because of jealousy and envy. I am saying this openly before the whole world. I am English, I love my country, and I am proud of my history, but I completely reject the disgusting, blind, and systematic hypocrisy of the European media toward Argentina, and especially toward the greatest of all time, Lionel Messi." Beckham reportedly added with great anger that the relentless campaign carried out by the British press and several influential figures in England had crossed every ethical and moral line, evolving from mere sporting criticism into what he described as a personal, cultural, and media persecution fueled by hatred, resentment, and a desire for revenge. The former footballer and club executive also reportedly stated that Europe's elite had never been able to accept Argentina's complete dominance on the pitch. According to him, they therefore created various implausible narratives to pressure referees and shape international public opinion against this historic generation of heroes. They believed that by attacking them, they could break the unyielding spirit of the true world champions. According to Beckham, the intensity of these attacks demonstrates that the old establishment is determined to preserve its power by any means necessary because it feels deeply threatened by the brilliance of Argentine football. He described this as deeply unfortunate and argued that action must be taken to protect the integrity of the sport before football is completely consumed by the dirty game of economic interests and blatant bias that undermines the passion of its supporters. Beckham continued the interview by revealing the immense pressure he had allegedly faced within his own club. "Messi plays for my team at Inter Miami, and I have more than 5 Argentine players who are the soul, heart, and driving force behind my sporting project in the United States. Yet now I am facing relentless attacks from the British press and prominent figures in my own country who are shamefully demanding that I immediately dismiss Messi and all the Argentine players from the club." The club owner reportedly explained in detail that these demands, which he described as unreasonable, absurd, and fueled by anger, emerged immediately after the historic match in which the England national team was once again defeated by Argentina. According to him, the British press was unable to accept that tactical and emotional defeat and instead directed its frustration toward the MLS stars by attempting to pressure the club's management into making unfair and unlawful decisions designed to undermine their confidence and disrupt their stability. According to Beckham, they mistakenly believed that through the power of the media they could control the contracts, livelihoods, and futures of professional footballers who had given everything for the badge on their chests. Mixing politics, national resentment, and the wounds of the past into the affairs of a professional football club, he reportedly said, is something extremely dangerous and unlike anything he had witnessed throughout his career in football. Beckham argued that this demonstrates how powerful interests have completely abandoned the principles of fair play in favor of media intimidation and unacceptable administrative pressure. He emphasized that he would never tolerate such conduct within his organization because it undermines the fundamental respect and fair competition that should serve as the foundation of the sport. Beckham further stated that such behavior reflects the moral decline of certain journalists and influential figures who claim to uphold the values of sport. According to him, they wanted to punish players at their clubs simply because they had won with pride, determination, and sacrifice while representing their country. He argued that this damages the very essence of professionalism and threatens the emotional well-being, family lives, and careers of Argentine footballers playing abroad. Beckham then turned to what has been described as the most controversial and explosive issue of all, one that reportedly sparked intense outrage across Great Britain. According to this narrative, the real reason behind the attacks and the demands to dismiss Messi was that the Argentine players celebrated their victory by displaying a banner about the sovereignty and independence of the Malvinas Islands, or the Falkland Islands, as they are known in the United Kingdom, following the match against England. According to the account, this is where Europe's double standards became openly visible, as the players were allegedly punished for defending their identity and historical memory. The former England national team captain is said to have broken the media's silence and publicly supported the Argentine players on what many consider a taboo issue. According to him, attempting to silence athletes and prevent them from expressing their love for their homeland reflects an outdated colonial mindset that no longer has any place in modern football. Sport, he argued, should unite nations rather than silence them over the historical, geographical, and emotional struggles they carry. Beckham was then reported to have said, "I am here today to openly acknowledge before the world that those islands belong to Argentina. I fully support the Argentine people and players in their legitimate right to reclaim the land they love. The United Kingdom has neither a historical nor a legal right to those islands. Geographically, they are unquestionably Argentine territory." He reportedly added that when European teams display political banners or support various issues and conflicts in other parts of the world, the British and European press applaud them and celebrate them as champions of freedom of expression. Yet when Argentinians speak from the heart about a national issue they see as part of their own blood and soil, FIFA's rules suddenly become a legal instrument used to punish them. According to him, this open discrimination demonstrates that the rules are not being used to preserve order, but rather as a political tool to target the national positions of Latin American countries. My statement comes from a complete conviction in justice. I will not allow the media in my own country to intimidate me or force me into cowardly silence over a just cause that is also supported by Messi, the coaching staff, and the entire team. That land must return to its rightful owners. Military control and the use of power cannot change historical truth, no matter how much time passes. Beckham did not stop there and reportedly renewed his accusations regarding the way the tournament was conducted. According to him, Messi and the Argentina national team faced manufactured criticism and a carefully calculated conspiracy from the very first day. He claimed that everyone witnessed attempts to weaken them through shifting standards and what he described as questionable refereeing decisions, particularly in the matches against Egypt, Switzerland, and England. He further stated that the entire European press, especially what he described as the fanatical Spanish media and the British media, which he claimed still harbored historical resentment, united as a single bloc to exert enormous pressure on FIFA and its refereeing committee. According to the narrative, they succeeded in instilling fear in the referees, including the Slovenian referee who officiated the final. It is alleged that the referee entered the match with the intention of stopping Argentina, calling fouls for physical contact that would normally be considered routine while ignoring the opponent's alleged provocations, such as insults supposedly concealed by Cucurella while covering his mouth and Cubarsi's theatrical actions. According to Beckham, manipulating a tournament through media pressure destroys the essence of sport and turns competition into a script written in advance to benefit those with money, power, and media influence capable of concealing injustice from millions of fans. Unfortunately, he argued, that strategy succeeded, and the Slovenian referee officiated the match under that influence, ultimately disadvantaging La Albiceleste and undermining the principle of fair play. In closing, Beckham reportedly summarized his remarks with what has been described as a historic statement. Argentina's success and pride were earned entirely through sweat, blood, and honesty on the pitch. No media campaign or pressure from behind closed doors will ever erase that reality. Argentina and Messi deserve the highest respect from everyone. Now the ball is in your court. What do you think? Do you believe FIFA will back down? Or do you think it will continue what this narrative describes as its persecution? Leave your opinion in the comments below, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and share this video to stand up for what you believe is the truth. See you in the next video.